Hello, library families. Miss Laura here from the Innisfil ID Lab and Library. Thanks for joining me for story time. Let's start with a fun song. Oh, if you're ready for a story, wave hello. If you're ready for a story, wave hello. If you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, wave hello. If you're ready for a story, wiggle all over. If you're ready for a story, wiggle all over. If you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, wiggle all over. Ooh, let's get all those wiggles out and sit down nicely for our story. Now, the story I'd like to share with you today is from another one of my favorite children's authors. This one is Robert Munsch, Smelly Socks, and illustrated by Michael Martchenko and published by Scholastic. Now, Robert Munsch is a fantastic storyteller, and if you've ever seen one of his videos of him reading a story, he's so animated and so much fun to watch. So let's see what happens in Smelly Socks. When Tina wanted new socks, her mom took her to the only store in town. "This store only has black socks," said Tina. "Can we please go across the river and get some really good socks?" "We can't drive right across the river because there's no bridge here," said Tina's mother. "You know it's a long, long, long way to the only bridge, and besides, we don't have a car." So Tina went to her grandfather and said, "Can you please take me across the river in your boat? I want to buy some really good socks." "The motor's not working on the boat," said her grandfather. "Row," said Tina. "We can row. I will row, and you can sit in the back of the boat." "You will row," said her grandfather. "Yes," said Tina. "Rowing is easy." Look at that fun sculpture that Grandpa's making. So Tina got in the boat and rowed slowly. Splash, 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 and the boat went in slow circles. Swish, swish, swish. So Tina rowed fast. Splash, 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 splash. And the boat went in fast circles. Swish, 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 swish. "This boat has forgotten how to row," said Tina. "Okay, you sit in the back and tell me what to do," said her grandfather. So Tina sat in the back and told her grandfather how to row. And her grandfather rowed all the way across the river. Then they walked all the way through town to the big sock store. Can any of you spot the big sock store? Someone else playing in the river? Well, at the store, Tina tried on socks that were too big, socks that were too little, socks that were too blue, and socks that were too pink. Tina tried on millions and millions of socks. Wow, look at a huge mountain of socks that just aren't quite right. Finally, she found a perfect pair of red, yellow, and green socks. Then, since it was almost time for dinner, Tina and her grandfather ran back to the boat, and this time the boat sort of remembered how to row. Tina rowed round and round and round, and they still got to the other side. Look how neat her socks look. Well, when they got back, Tina ran home and yelled, "Socks, socks, wonderful socks! These are the best socks I have ever seen in my life. Grandpa rowed me all the way across the river to get these socks. I am never going to take them off." "Never?" said Tina's mother. "Never," said Tina. "Uh-oh," said Tina's mother. So Tina wore her socks for a long time. She wore them for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 whole days. Her mother said, "Tina, I know you love these socks. Just let me wash them real quick. They will start to smell if you don't get them washed." "Socks, socks, wonderful socks," said Tina. "I am never, never going to take them off." After Tina wore her socks for 10 more days, the kids at school said, "Tina, what a smell! Ugh! Change your socks." "Socks, wonderful socks," said Tina. "I am never, 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 never gonna take them off. Well, after Tina wore her socks for 10 more days, a whole flock of Canadian geese flew over a house and dropped right out of the sky from the smell. 2 moose walked through her yard and fell over from the smell. Ducks, raccoons, and squirrels all fell over when she walked to school. Look at all those poor animals. Finally, even a skunk fell over from the smell. So Tina's friends decided to do something. They all came to her house and knocked on the door. Blam, 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 blam. When Tina opened the door, they grabbed her and carried her to the river. They held their noses and took off her socks. Some of the kids held Tina, and some of the kids washed the socks. Scrub, 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 scrub. All the fish in the river floated up to the top and acted like they were dead. Well, the kids washed some more. Scrub, 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 scrub. All the beavers ran out of the river and went to live with Tina's grandfather. Then they washed some more. Scrub, 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 scrub. Far down the river, people said, "How come the river smells like dirty socks?" Ew. Finally, the socks were clean. "Wow," said Tina. "They look nicer when they're clean." "Wow," said Tina. "They smell nicer when they're clean." "Wow," said Tina. "They feel nicer when they're clean." Tina put on the socks and said, "I'm going to wear clean socks from now on." Those lovely clean socks. Well, the beavers left her grandfather's house and went back into the river. The Canada geese got up off the ground and flew away. The fish decided they were not dead after all and jumped and splashed in the river. Tina went to her mom and said, "My socks are nice and clean, and I think it would be very nice if you took me to town to get me a nice new red, yellow, and green shirt." "Promise to wash it?" said her mother. "No," said Tina. "If I wait long enough, the kids at school will wash it for me." So what do you think happened? There's the kids tossing Stinky Tina into the lake. Now, do any of you have a favorite pair of socks that you never like to take off? Or maybe a favorite shirt or a favorite blankie that you hate to be washed? Well, Miss Laura has these fun socks that I wear all winter because they're so warm and they're fun rainbows. I have washed them though. We'd love for you to share with us what you like to wear, any of your silly socks as well, at the library. Thanks again for joining me for Storytime. Take care.